Hey everyone, Tabitha here and welcome back to the DMU YouTube channel. Sorry if I sound weird, I've got a little bit of a cough, but we will ignore that. Today's video is dedicated to those of you that use Instagram. I am going to take you through what I believe to be the top 10 Instagrammable areas on campus. And I was so excited when I was asked to do this video because it is right up my alley. Love a bit of Instagram. I've actually gone around campus over the last couple of weeks, taking pictures when the sun's actually come out of the areas that I think are really beautiful or really cool for Instagram for various reasons. So I'm going to start at number 10, work my way all the way up to number 1, and it was actually really hard to order them because I think there's so many that are just so cool. So number 10 is not necessarily the prettiest place on campus, however it is definitely the most typical classic place to get a photo if you're a DMU student, and that is of the Montfort University sign that is right up there near the Edith Murphy house. It's just so cool. You can, even if you're braver than I am because I'm terrified of heights, you can climb up the wall if you're careful and get a picture sat up on there. I've taken pictures of my friends like that before, and I know a lot of people take their pictures there with their dissertations, they take them there when they're graduating. You know, it's just like, that's my uni, that's where I am. Number 9 is also near Edith Murphy house, and it is of the wall art or the mural, however you want to call it. I've actually uploaded a picture of campus with this mural in it, and I just think it adds so much colour to your photograph. Even on the most grey of days, it just adds a nice pop of colour. Number 8 is Castle Street. Now obviously this is a whole street, but it's just so beautiful. It's got old like cobbledy streets and beautiful houses. It reminds me of back home because it's a lot more old-fashioned than the city buildings you typically get in Leicester. The sun had hidden itself when I was taking this picture, which is why it looks so grey. You can get some really cool pictures there against the old-fashioned buildings. There's even the church there. I used to live near there and it was a pleasure to walk down it every day on the way to lectures. Just don't attempt it in heels because you'll get stuck. They were heels in case you didn't get that. Number 7 is another absolute classic. It is the stairs in the Vijay Patel building. You can either get a picture of them from the ground floor upwards or from the 4th floor, I think, looking downwards. Either way, it looks so cool. I also think if you got a picture of it from the ground floor looking up, you could have your friends like on different levels of the stairs poking their heads out. It might look ridiculous, but that's an image I have in my head. And I also think it would be cool to get pictures there like sat on different steps. But if you don't necessarily want people in the photos, the Vijay Patel stairs definitely hold their own. It's a really cool piece of architecture. Looks a little bit like the Hogwarts stairs in Harry Potter. I really like them. Number 6 is the stairs near the river and near Riverside Cafe, near Vijay Patel. Not a picture of the stairs themselves, but if you're stood on them, you can get a really cool picture of campus with the Vijay Patel building and the Queen's building in the background, and you get a lot of grass in the picture, which is so nice. One thing I love about the DMU campus, probably the most, is the fact that there's a lot of grass, which might sound weird, but when you're living in a city, and especially if you're used to living in the countryside like me, it's really nice to have grass on campus. It makes it feel a lot more friendly, happy, I don't know. And because you have the grass and the red brick building, and then obviously Vijay Patel, that is just such a cool piece of architecture, you can get some really nice colour contrast in the photos, as you can see in mine. Number 5 is Magazine Square, and this holds a special place in my heart because this is where I used to meet my friends every day for lectures in first year. We used to meet there, go into Hawthorne. Anyway, bit of a tangent. I love Magazine Square because you can get a really cool photo of the Hawthorne building and it's just beautiful. I feel like on Magazine Square, anywhere you point the camera, it doesn't matter where you're looking from and what you're looking at, you're always going to get a good picture. I am 100% going to get a picture on Magazine Square in front of the Hawthorne building on my graduation. But yeah, Magazine Square is number 5. Number 4 is the bridge near the Saw Point. It's definitely got a name, I definitely don't remember it. But from this bridge you can get a really cool picture of the River Saw, and also there's obviously loads of trees here. You might get some swans or geese in your picture. When the sun is shining it's particularly beautiful because you get the reflection on the water, and it's just a really pretty place, I think. And then number 3 is the Archway on Magazine Square and Castle Street on the way to the business school. It is just beautiful. It's obviously a really old piece of architecture that just looks so pretty, contrasting against the more modern buildings. As I've said about a couple of things in this video already. I actually have a picture of this from the start of second year. The reason I didn't take a picture of it specifically for this video was because there's a little bit of scaffolding there, so I thought I would show it to you in its glory when it didn't have the scaffolding there. But yeah, it is beautiful, and you can take obviously pictures of it by itself. You can also pose in front of it like I did. You could do a little route. You could do a picture on Magazine Square, the Archway, Castle Street. Number 2 technically isn't on campus, which is why I've not put it at number 1. Normally I would put this at number 1, but because it's not technically on campus, I didn't want to cheat. That is Castle Gardens. Castle Gardens is my personal favourite place in Leicester because it's just off the main road, but the second you're in there it feels like you're in the countryside. You don't feel like you're in a city at all. And particularly in springtime or autumn when you have the blossoms or the red leaves, it is just stunning. I've taken so many pictures in there with my friends, just of the trees themselves, and again because there's so many beautiful flowers you can get such pretty colour contrasts. Can you tell I love a colour contrast? Drum roll please. At number 1 is the Vijay Patel balcony. The view from the Vijay Patel balcony is absolutely beautiful, honestly. You can get such a stunning view of campus and I love it. Like, it's so nice to go up there on a sunny day and just admire the view. It's so easy to take a good photo of it as well because it looks stunning before you've even put a filter on. So that is my countdown from 10 to 1. Let us know, would you have changed the order up? Have you been to these places? Is there anywhere else you would add to the list? Also, make sure you go over to the DMU Leicester Instagram account that I will write here. And if you do have any photos of the DMU campus, make sure you post them on Instagram and tag at DMU Leicester. I love the DMU Instagram account, particularly for the fact that it reposts so many students and visitors' photos of the campus. So it's a team effort. And that is it for this video, guys. I hope you found it useful. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back very soon with another one. Bye, guys!